Erev Tov, everyone. My name is Rabbi Deborah McKenzie, and we will begin our Maariv service in just under 4 minutes. I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend, great beginning to 2020, and a very, very awesome weekend. Good afternoon, Rick. How are you? Happy 2020. Hope all is well with you. Hope you had a great weekend and a very awesome Monday. We will begin our Maariv service in just under 3 minutes. Let me see who else is on. Shalom, Claudia. How are you? Happy 2020. I hope all is well. I hope it's warm in Jalisco, in Puerto Vallarta. We'll begin our Maariv service in just under 2 minutes. Erev Tov, Robin, how are you? Happy 2020 for you. Hope all is well with you and hope you had a great weekend. Hello, gleeful stranger. Your test is coming through. We will begin our Maariv service in just under 1 minute. We will be using the Rabbi Deborah Sidur in the online Sidurim at the SimShalom.com at the website available at simshalom.com, and we are streaming to a number of social media outlets, so it's great to be able to see all of you. Claudia, 70 and sunny. I'll just hold that as we go forward here. Shalom Erev Tov, everyone. My name is Rabbi Deborah McKenzie. I'm located in Clarksburg, Maryland, which is a suburb of Washington, D.C., and it is indeed my honor and pleasure to be with you this evening. I'm also a JSLI Rabbinical School alumna, and we will be using the chat functions throughout our service this evening, as well as the Rabbi Deborah Sidur in the online Sidurim. I will try to keep up with your chats Welcome, Larry. How are you? Gleeful stranger. Let's see. Says nothing but nothing. Says loading but nothing happening. That I'm not sure, but if you sometimes if you go to like Facebook or one of the other YouTube or what have you, I may be able to see your information or your chat come through that. Although it should be coming through all together, so we'll just keep an eye on that. In the meantime, let us welcome each other on page 2 with the Hine Matov. Welcome, Ellen. Welcome, John. How are you all? Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Behold how good and pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to dwell together. Welcome, Amy. How are you? Shalom. I hope everyone's having a wonderful start to 2020. Hope everyone's had a great weekend and a very awesome Monday. And let the good in me connect with the good in others until all the world is transformed through the compelling power of love. Let us join together in our call to worship with the Baruch Hu on page 3. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Praise be the Lord unto whom all praises are due. Praise be the Lord unto whom all praises are due, now and forever. Let us go to page 4 and welcome the evening, cold or warm, with the Maariv Aravim on page 4. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe. By your word is the evening dusk, and by your wisdom is the dawn. The day is designed wondrously, and the seasons are set in order, and by your will are the stars arranged in the sky. Adonai Tzavaot is your name. You create day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. Eternal God, your sovereignty shall embrace us forever. Praised are you, Adonai, for each evening's dusk. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamaariv Aravim. Amen. Let us go to Ahavat Olam in English on page 5. You offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel and everyone from around the world. Let us affirm our faith on page 6 with the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Eternal One is our God. The Eternal God is one. Let's go to the V'ahavta in English on page 8. And you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day, and impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to do all these commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Let us go to the Michamocha on page 9. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, norati lot osef eleh. Who is like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Let us go to page 11 for the Hashkivenu, our request, our earnest request for protection. Make us, Adonai, to lie down in peace, and awaken us again, our sovereign in life. Spread over us your shelter of peace, and guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us, and shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace, now and always. Praised are you, Adonai, eternal guardian of your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, shomer amo Yisrael la'ad. Amen. Let us go to the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemer rabba b'yama divrach rute v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uvyomechon U'chayedecho be'Yisrael Bagala U'bizman kariv Imaru Amen Yehi shemer rabba mevorach Le'olam olam me'amaya Yitbarach Yitbarach ve'yishtabach V'yipoar v'yiromam v'yitnasei V'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalam Shemed kudsha brichu Le'elam en kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran be'alma V'yimaru Amen. Welcome, Reba. Happy 2020. Welcome, Sue Marie. Happy 2020. And at this time, let us have a moment of silent devotion, silent meditation, or silent reflection. And it looks like a couple of you on the Shalom site are having to, I guess, reload more than once to try to get something in Gleeful Stranger. I am not sure how to advise you outside of going to either Facebook or YouTube. Is there anyone else on Facebook or any of the other chats that you're on? Let me know if everything is coming through okay, and then I will ask about what's going on with the Shalom chat. In the meantime, let us go to page 14 for Tefillah Hamidah, and let us lift our spirits and raise our hearts and stand humbly in prayer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor ve'Hanora El Elyon Gomer Chasadim Tovim Ve'koneh HaKol V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot U'mevi Gola Livnei v'Nehem Leman Shemo B'Yahava Melech Ozer Moshe Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Yezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia Mashiv HaRuach Umorid HaGashem Mechakel Chaim Bechesed Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim Samech Noflim Verofeh Cholim Umatir Asurim Umakayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Baal Gevurot Umidom Elach Melech Memit Umachayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'emar Ata Lechayot HaKol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh HaKol. I feel badly that it's not working for you, Gleeful Stranger. Although, for whatever reason, I am seeing your chat. So if it's still spinning, that means you're not seeing the video, but you're seeing the audio. And thank you, John, for being able to help us keep an eye on both. And those of you on Facebook, thanks for confirming that it's working. And welcome, Joseph. How are you? Happy 2020. And so here we are at the portion of our service for Thanksgiving, our Hoda'ah, and we are in 2020. And I will be honest with you, I'm confused as to whether or not the decade actually starts now or if the new decade starts later. But since I'm hearing that it starts now, let's go with it. We are in a new time, a new opportunity for all kinds of just a time for opportunity. So, and as we come across opportunities, oftentimes we can completely miss our opportunities, getting caught up in all of the day-to-day things that draw our attention and distract us or really just require our attention. So I want you to take this time and be present in your own journey. I want you to breathe. I want you to smile and be present. And while you're doing that, recall, remember, and start to acknowledge those achievements that have gotten you here to this new decade. Those achievements, the lessons you've learned, the loved ones in your lives, the kindnesses and good fortunes you've received and shared, times when you've had a good heart or a joyful heart or a sincere spirit of gratitude, sense of peace or whatever. Your many and varied blessings. I am going to read the Hoda'ah aloud in English, and as I do so, please bring those to mind. And if you are inclined, please type in at least one item for which you are truly grateful. And I would like to welcome Elizabeth and Kingsley. Thank you both. And happy 2020. We proclaim that you are the Adonai, our God, and the God of our ancestors throughout all time. You are the rock of our lives, the shield of our salvation in every generation. We thank you and praise you for our lives that are in your hand, for our souls that are in your charge, for your miracles that are with us daily, for your wonders and gifts that accompany us at all times, evening, morning, and noon. You are good and your mercy is everlasting. You are compassionate and your kindness never ending. We have always placed our hope in you. Larry is thankful for an excellent doctor's report last week. And Amy is grateful that she's graduating on Friday and she can't believe that she made it through after everything she's gone through. And Rick is grateful for his wonderful wife. Rick, I hope she's watching. And if there are others, in the meantime, I'm grateful for 2020. I am grateful for, the opportunities and that this decade offers, even though it may seem bleak with so many things going on or busy or whatever. It's still such a wonderful time for opportunity, and just being thankful that we're here, and of course grateful to be able to be with all of you here in this new decade as it begins. So it is indeed an honor and a pleasure. And Elizabeth is grateful for a warm home, and on that, Sim Shalom is a very warm home for us as we daven in our cyberspace. There is really no better place to be. Oh, Reba. Okay. All right, I'm seeing you now. For all these goodness and blessings, we shall ever praise and exalt you. May every living creature thank you and praise you faithfully, God of our deliverance and our help. Praised are you, Adonai, the essence of goodness, to whom it is worthy to give praise. Amen, amen. And we include Joseph, who is grateful that his wife and he got through another day. Very much so. Very much so. And certainly, as we go into this new decade or era, as you will, there are so many of us, even some amongst us this evening, but certainly those in our space, in our place, in our hearts and in our minds and throughout the world, who are in need of healing, who are in need of recovery, who are in need of restoration, encouragement, strengthening, inspiration, comfort, acceptance, solace, and peace. At this time, please join me in offering a prayer for those who are in need of any of those. And please type in their names so that as I read each name aloud, we can apply our collective healing energy and intend their healing, their restoration, their recovery, their strengthening, their encouragement, their hope, their inspiration, their comfort, their solace, their acceptance, and their peace. Heal us, Adonai, and we shall be healed. Help us, and we shall be saved. For you are our glory. Grant complete and perfect healing for all of our afflictions. And may you who blessed our ancestors, may it be your will to send complete healing and restoration of body, mind, and soul too. And I will say, the Sutphin family. And as I see, Marianne, Richard, Rabbi Adele, Becky's Aunt Betty, Alan Bennett, Paula's husband Doug, the people in Australia who are certainly fighting those fires or dealing with the fires. If there are others, please type in their names. Australia's humans and animals. Soma Bat Ida, Lori Bat Selma, Eric Ben Maggie, Marlene Bat Chaya. Terry Bernard, Mary Joseph Aronofsky. I will also, Jenny and B. And as the names are coming in, keep typing in your names. And in the meantime, I will add Lucy, Valerie, Aaron, Maddie, Trey, Mile, Bonnie, Izumi, Malcolm, Rose, Albert, the Vogel family, Shandel Bat Sharon, Meir Ben Sorka, Hannah Bat Shandel, Rabbi William Love and his family, Leah, Adnom Gebru, Amy, Miriam, the Myler family, the Ringo family, the Gracken family, Mabel Sanders, Evans and Jones family, the Pilates family, Rabbi Norman Maybloom and his family, Rabbi Miriam Sachs Leshem and her family, and Beth. Ken and Ducko and his family, Ike and his family, the Langholt family, Patrice, Michael, and John, Allen family, Renee and Sydney, Van Nguyen, Wendy Vogel, Patty Vogel, the James family, the Orlandi family, the Wright family, the Haley and Doyle families, the Williams family, Mackenzie family, the Grant family, Roland and Judy Hanson, the Frankel family, those injured, as well as families and friends of those lost in tragedies over the past year, as well as wounded warriors, our wounded soldiers, and family and friends of those who lost their loved ones in battle. We're also going to include those impacted by causeless hatred, anti-Semitism, racism, misinformation, misunderstanding, and psychological and physiological inconsistencies that has led to violence and fatalities in our religious institutions and assemblies. Williola, Fred, Sarah, Zechariah, Tefania, Zion, Israela, Rob, Ariel, Ethan, Rich, Sylvia, Anna, Ann, Matt, and Eli Assemacher, Aaron, Lucy, the Jaser Nelson family, Marsha, Herbert, Rachel, Giloma bat Rachel, Alva bat Miriam, Rob Jenny and her family, Rob Tony, the Terry family, the Cohen family, Sliha's grandmother and the Chikiri family, and Steve Davis. Along with all others who suffer. And may those who tend to those who are ill, Adonai, be strengthened and encouraged, so that we may serve by intending and attending to their restoration, serving as an instrument of your healing and reflecting your goodness and blessing in their time of need. For you are the faithful and merciful God of healing. May this come to pass speedily in our day. Praised are you, Adonai, who is the healer of Israel, all people everywhere in all your creation. And let us say, Amen, Amen. And for all those whose names we said aloud, as well as those whose names we hold in our hearts and in our minds, we intend and pray for a complete and speedy refuah shlema. Amen. Amen. At this time, let us go to page 22 for the Aleinu. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet kedula liotze breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, lelo samanu kemishpechot adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. And it is said, and the Lord shall be sovereign over all the earth, and in that day shall the Lord be one, and Adonai's name one. At this time, let us turn our hearts and minds and remember those who have transitioned to the world beyond, to their eternal rest. And even though these precious and dearest of souls are no longer with us physically, we know that their legacy, their lives, their journeys are ever, ever imprinted in our hearts and in our minds. Even with the passage of time, we still hold them ever, ever precious. If you are in mourning or are observing a yard site, please join me in saying the Mourner's Kaddish. And if you are so inclined, please type in the names of those whose memories you recall tonight in the chat. Yit Gadal v'Yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. V'Alma Vrach Rute V'Amlich Machute. V'Chayechon V'Yomechon V'Chayedech Obei Israel. Ba'Galal V'Zman. Kari V'Imru. Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Olamei Almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipo'ar v'yiromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudsha b'richu. Le'elamin kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'miram be'alma v'yimru. Amen. Yehei shalomar Rabbah min shemaya V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Osei shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimru. Amen. Tonight we remember Larry Fitzgerald. We remember Malora Powell, Trixie Kitty, those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. And this is where it gets tricky because I end up losing some of my threads. So let me see if I can... Let me see if I can go back up a little bit. Okay, I know I'm missing names. I know I saw names come through. But as it scrolls up, I'm not able to completely recover. I'm not able to scroll back up. So let me see what I can... Bear with me. I'd also like to add Tom Sutphin. Okay, here we go with some... Sammy, Merv Dickinson, Benny Mile, Cantor Royal Rockman, Robert Levinson, Leslie Martin, Davidson, Michael Hart, and Joanne Mastro. Malora Powell, Trixie Kitty, those who have no one to say Kaddish, Florence, victims of the Shoah and anti-Semitism, Viola, Leslie, Margie, and if there are others, Harry, Mary, and Robert Aronofsky. I will also add Josh Vogel, Tyler Terry, Steve Moser, Philip Moore, Spencer Nelson, Lisa McGowan, Freddie James, Ms. Orlandi, Lorenzo Wright, Norman Love, Daniel Benlea, John Whitehead, Lynn Ringel, Irvie Sanders, Winnie Evans, Tom Doyle, Casey Williams Jr., Lou Bafranco, Rabbi Janie Gracken, Mina Pilates, Michael, Arlene Maybloom, Ann Skolnick, Ruth Savin, Audrey McKenzie, Bernice Tunick, Paula, Tom Sutphin, those who have perished in tragedies of 2019, and those soldiers and war fighters who have made the ultimate sacrifice. All souls are with you, O Sovereign. So teach us to number our days that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. And teach us to live wisely and unselfishly, courageously and fruitfully, in truth and in understanding, in love and in peace, so that our remembrance of them will be more than just moments of regret, but rather serve as a catalyst for more noble and inspired living. And may the names of those whose memories we cherish be for a blessing. And may we become worthy, so that those who come after us may likewise remember us for good, as we this day affectionately remember those who are unto us a blessing. And let us say, Amen. Well, Chaverim Mishpacha, we have come to the end of our Maariv service this evening, and indeed it is always an honor and a pleasure. Of course, Maariv service is every night with JSLI rabbis, and of course Friday nights Kabbalat Shabbat with Rabbi Blaine. We're still, for those of you still having trouble with the new system, especially on the chat, on the Sim Shalom website, we're working on it. I know Rabbi mentioned some tweaking on Friday night, so certainly we're working on that. It looks like everyone on the social media seemed like everyone there was okay. So that's good. This week's Parsha, if you're studying, we're reading Vayechi, the last Parsha of Sefer Bereshit. So, this Parsha, I'm actually, for my own study, I'm looking at Vayechi with respect to Jacob, or Yaakov, in this Parsha versus Vayeshev, where the translations go back and forth between he lived versus he dwelled, and also being he lived. But aside from that, that's my own little tidbit. I may write about that as I go through the week. But the other part is that there are a number of blessings in this parsha. As Yaakov is he's lived in Egypt for almost 17 years. And he knows that he's going to pass on, so he wants to bless Yosef's sons, Manasseh and Ephraim, and it's funny because we get our blessing of blessing the children from this parsha, and how he actually blesses Joseph's sons, And instead of, he kind of does a similar thing in blessing them that was done to him, or in his experience, where he blesses the younger over the older. And so instead of saying Manasseh Ephraim, it's Ephraim and Manasseh. So it's an interesting dynamic there. We also have him blessing his sons as he prepares to pass on. But one of the unique things is that for as much as he lived there is a part of him that is still in Canaan. And he wants to be buried in the cave of Machpelah, where his father and his grandfather were buried. So he asked Yosef to promise him to take him back there. But Yosef also, as he is approaching the time when he dies, kind of finalizes and wraps up his entire life experience in terms of what his purpose was in providing a place for what would be the future nation of Israel in Egypt. And so he does provide the information to the effect that, Adonai will remember them and will bring them out of the land into the land that he promised Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and to take his remains with them when they go. So this is something that we read about in Shemot, Sefer Shemot, but at least it's a kind of a nice cap. So there are several parts of this parsha that resonate with me, and so I bid you great study if you are studying this week's parsha. And chazak v'nitzachek. May you go forth in strength. So with that, I would like to thank you all very, very, very much for being on, and again for sticking with us, and please thank you so much for being a part of our technology transition. And I do, for those of you who are not experiencing the wonderful aspects of it, they're still tweaking, and we hope you will be able to. And we thank you for letting us know where we can tweak things or where things aren't working for you. So please keep sharing that information with us. Please allow me to bless you with the threefold blessing before we go into our Monday evening or Tuesday morning. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. God bless you all, and thank you so very much. It is indeed my honor and pleasure. Happy 2020. May it be for you a true blessing and a time of wonder, a time of opportunity, and a time of inspiration, a time of light. So with that, please, Erev Tov, Ulayla Tov, Uboker Tov, Ushavua Tov. Please be safe, please be well, please be blessed, but most of all, be a blessing and shine your light. Take care. Look forward to seeing you soon. If not later this week, then certainly next week. Take care. Bye-bye.